Hello friends, and welcome to my next project. Sort of. I have just returned from a week-long vacation that led into a week of having a very bad cold and then led into another week retreat. So I feel a little bit frazzled at this point. Elephant in the room, I usually don't include my face in my videos, not for privacy or anything, but I just feel like the focal point of my videos are my miniatures or my dioramas. So typically I leave the focus there. Whoops. But for this video, it's actually a little bit more focused on me. So that's why I included this old webcam footage in the up left corner. The main purpose for this video is to kick off 2026 by giving a brief review of my hobbies and the channel from 2025 and to establish some of the goals for 2026. Over the past year, I was able to make 17 projects, all of which I was rather content with, and I think I did a lot of good work on reinforcing some of the fundamental skills that I need to make better dioramas. In 2025, the channel actually grew by about 100 subscribers, which pretty much fills up an entire movie screening at my local theater, and it's kind of crazy to see that kind of support, and I really appreciate everyone that chooses to stick around to see where I can go with this passion. The main downside of 2025, though, was the dreaded YouTube algorithm, and it really just didn't seem to want to pick up any of my videos. So for 2026, I want to kind of look into see how I can apologize to my overlord and get something pushed. Overall, I consider 2025 to be actually a great success, and I'm very much looking forward to 2026. When I look to set my goals for 2026, I realized that a lot of the goals I set for 2025 weren't actually things that I have very much control over, so I specifically want to change that for 26. I just wrapped up one of the largest projects I've ever worked on in my professional non-hobby related life, and so hopefully time management in this next year should be something that's a little easier to manage. However, I'm getting married in June and we're currently actively planning for it. So time management might also go back out the window again. So I'm really just going to try and make sure to take care of myself and be able to achieve what I set out for this year. I am deeming 2026 the year of accountability. So for goals, I want to make 12 projects this year and have videos associated with them. So that's only one a month. I think stepping back a little bit will be healthy for me. And I would also like to paint for 1 hour every day. And technically, as of January 7th, we're doing pretty well on that. AKA, we're at 8 hours painted. And it doesn't necessarily have to be an hour every day, but more like 7 hours a week, 14 hours every 2 weeks, that type of thing. I won't nitpick too much. It's just kind of a general goal of just, I want a brush in my hand and paint on a model. And I think an hour a day is something that I can achieve. I also want to work through my pile of shame. I have plenty of these Star Wars Bandai kits. I have plenty Star Wars Legion stuff. Plenty. Various miniatures I've picked up on sale at various places over the years. And this is an example more than anything else. I have some Age of Sigmar stuff that I just want to paint. So all of those are just stuff that's been building up that I just want to get to in the near to far future. I got a bunch of starter sets for Star Wars Legion for Christmas because the new version just came out and I'm very excited for them. These push fit kits. Oh, also, Legion. I'm going to be painting these as tabletop wargaming. So this will just be mini painting pretty much. And then these Bandai and Dungeons and Dragons ones will be more used for diorama making. So with all this painting that I hope to do, I also want to find out how to get on the algorithm's good side, but I'm pretty sure the answer to that is just consistency. So I might look into making some short form content to supplement some of my larger projects, being the dioramas and or painting armies. But the one that I really don't have, I don't know if anyone has a true plan of attack to conquer the algorithm, but we're going to work on it. I'm not worried about it. I'll just be posting when I post. Then, technically, there's a chance I'm going to move this year. I have no idea if I will or not. I currently live in a 1-bed, 1-bath. It's very small and I need a bigger place. But as you can kind of tell, there's kind of a live streaming setup here. And I've always wanted to get back into live streaming I've always wanted to get back into live streaming. I have never streamed painting, but I've always wanted to explore that world. There's a few Twitch streamers that are really cool about it, and it seems like a really fun corner of the internet to get into. But I think I'll put that off until I move and actually have a space where I can have a good setup, because right now my screen's over here and it's hard for me to see everything at once because you guys are over here. Yeah, I don't know. It's too big. Anyway, so there's a non-zero chance that I'm going to stream this year, but I wouldn't bank on it too much, and it's a lower priority on the list. 2026, outside of the hobby YouTube sphere, I have plenty of goals to achieve as well. I'm going to get married this year. I'm incredibly excited about that. I have been doing a good job about going to the gym and staying more active, but I also want to be able to make that a part of my routine and not necessarily something that I push for all the time, and make it a bit more normalized. So it'll probably just take a few more hours out of my week to not dedicate to hobby. Another thing that I realized in 2025 was that this is my hobby channel. It's not necessarily my diorama miniature channel. So I really enjoy traveling, nature, and hiking. So I also want to take an effort into diversifying my activities that I engage in. I want to become a better photographer. I want to become a better videographer. I want to go to Reykjavik or wherever remote corner of the world I can, just because that really enriches me. But the next video that'll come out this month is a sort of travel vlog from San Francisco over my holiday break. Then my next project, as you can kind of see on the table, I'm painting up the Star Wars Legion starter boxes. I have 3 of them. I will be getting all 4. Yes, I have a problem. Yes, I know I just talked about the pile of shame, but I'm getting to it. Once I get the starter boxes done, I'll then get back into a routine of also including dioramas into it, and then like cycling through tabletop wargaming painting practice, diorama making, storytelling, and kind of just cycling through those. I even might just want to get back into painting acrylic on canvas again. Maybe I'll take some classes if I can find some in my area, just to really hone my abilities as a painter. Anyway, back to the general status of the channel and where I'm at in the hobby world. I really enjoy just having a creative outlet and being able to try and tell stories and feel like I'm improving skills or even learning new skills from scratch and being terrible at them. I'm really obsessed with this entire process, and I will be around. I will continue to make content. I will continue to express artistically, I guess. Over the past year, I found some new creators that really inspired me to step up my game, specifically Lightbox Life, Trent Holbrook, and 52 Miniatures. I have 7 channels that I really think inspire me. So for the final notes on this video, each of you all 1,342 people are absolutely awesome. This hobby world on YouTube is just so incredibly awesome. I'm so hooked on it, and I will be around if you want to stay up to date with all my projects. Subscribe, whatever YouTube buzzword you want to do it. But I will be back with as many projects as I can, and I hope you all have an excellent week, and I appreciate you, and I'll see you around. And as an actual final note, I am wearing shorts in all my videos. There's times where I take cuts and they roll up and it looks like I'm sitting naked at my desk. I felt like I've needed to address this multiple times. And if anyone catches a bit of thigh, I apologize. But again, I'm always clothed, worry not about that. Glad to clear that up and head into 2026. See ya.